Hello Aquarius, welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. I'm doing the roulette wheel of zodiac signs this last couple of days, and I'm just shuffling like my zodiac pile, and whatever comes out is who I'm reading for. And you are next in line, my friends. You are the next winner on. Come and get your general tarot reading. So, and just to say for anyone that's watching that each time I pull out one, it goes into a separate pile. So it's like you can't win twice until we go through the whole thing. So, Aquarius, what am I going to do? I'm going to go with the be generous of spirit. Give of yourself. Give of your spirit. We're going to go in here. We're going to see. What are we going to see? I'm going to see what your energy is right now. And I'm going to see what is the universe asking of you. What is the universe asking of you right now? So we're going to see what your energy is and what the universe is asking of you right now. It's kind of interesting. I saw that be generous of spirit. I thought I almost feel like there's something that the universe is asking of you at this time. So let's see. Aquarius's energy. Whoa, hello. Come here. Time for a deep dive. Aquarius has been looking at things deeply, maybe looking at like a lot of details, possibly even like, I don't know, looking at your own deep emotions here. What's the universe asking of you? What is the universe asking? Be fearless and bold. Dude, that's so Aquarian, isn't it? I'm going to dress up like this. It's going to look different. And everybody, I don't care. Like it or not. I am going to do it. So, you have dreamed the world into being. Well, that's interesting. It's almost like maybe you're like kind of deep in that. Maybe you're deep into kind of like I'm imagining my world, creating my world. This is like, just do it, man. Just do it. Just do what you feel. So don't even look at things. Don't even look at things like on a deep level. Just do it. Don't overanalyze it. Just do it. Make it happen. Reach for the stars. Okay. Let's add tarot. You're deep. You're deep here. I kind of want to say too, like don't psychoanalyze anything. Just do it. Just live. It is kind of like that Fool energy that represents you in the tarot. It's just like you don't have to know all the facts. You just do it. Get fresh here. Well, I don't mean I don't know. I kind of meant like a fresh start, but you know, could mean different things for different people. Oh, too many cards. Too many cards. Your energy feels a little bit I'm hearing mismanaged, so that's kind of weird. I was trying to articulate like a feeling that I was getting, but then it came out as a word. Like it came to me as a word. The moon. Wow. Yeah, you're like really deep in your intuition here. You could be deep in your own fears. You could be looking at your own fears. And this is like just live the Nine of Wands. It's almost like holding yourself back here. The universe wants you to be fearless and bold, and you've been holding yourself back, or you're afraid to do that, or you're cautious of it, or it's associated with a wound or something that has been you've been trying to do for a long time. Six of Pentacles and the Hierophant. It's almost like an energy, because underline is past for me. It almost feels like an energy of a requirement. This is a requirement, and this is how you need to meet it, and then this is how we do it. And it's always been done like that. So, okay. But right, it's almost like you have, so you're trying to reprogram. The universe is asking you to reprogram here. Reprogram. Move out of this deep, possibly fearful state. I mean, it's possible with the moon. Or illusions. Be fearless and bold. Do it your own way. Dress it up the way you want to dress it up. It's odd. Some of the weird things that are coming in with this reading. I just heard if you want to put raisins in your Caesar salad, put raisins in your Caesar salad. That's kind of like this energy, isn't it? Then just do that. It's okay. It doesn't, because this is how we give. And then you need to give some more. And then this is how we've always done it. And then this is how it goes. Okay? Like this is the tradition and this is how we do it. You giving it up? No? Okay. Are you given in this way? It's kind of like always being told, this is how it happens and this is how it unfolds. So this is how you do it. But this is like, no, 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 no. No, no, no. Then it's a quick high, okay? It's a quick high. Because you already came in. Hi and bye. I know y'all love him, but he disturbs them. He really does. And I deal with him constantly all day. Can you imagine? Interruption, interruption, interruption. I don't know what you're looking at. Oh, the table's a little bit different. Is that what it is? He's looking for the microphone. Okay, so what's going on here? That's kind of interesting that I would talk about this in Aquarius because the 11th house is associated with like electronics and internet and stuff like that. So anyways, I've been using like iPhone for recording. Oh, now you see. Did you see up there, Larry? You see it? For like a couple of years now. I have and I'm using it right now. I'm using my actually quite nice Sony video camera. And I don't know what's going on with my iPhones. I'm really tired of Apple. I was like a diehard Apple fan for the longest time, and I'm just done with them. I'm like, their stuff is shit. It's just turned into shit. It's just turned into shit. It won't clear its memory. I don't know how many times I've turned the phone on and off. I've deleted everything. Anyways, it's just gotten to be a shit show with it. So I dug this out. I'm like, I moved away from my Sony video camera because the picture on my personal iPhone camera was so good. And I just thought I'm just going to use that. But now I just find, I don't know, it's a struggle. And this has become so much easier. So it's got its own microphone. It picks up the sound a lot. Going back, I'm going back to basics is what I've done here. So that's what I'm saying. Like he's come because there used to be a microphone on the table and he's looking for it because he wants to come and purr. I don't know if it's picking up the purr, but you can't stay, honey, because you're taking up the whole table, my dear. Okay. Okay. So we're back. We're back. Larry's in the little bed. I have the whole table again. And it's kind of funny because you know, it's like I'm leaning back into a tradition. I'm leaning back into a tradition using my my Sony video camera. But this is almost like, what is the funny thing though, Aquarius? I don't know, maybe there's something you've been involved in that makes it feel like you got to do it this way and this is how things are done and just go with it. This is like, just freaking do it. Like, right? It's almost like there's something inside of you that has wanted to do something a certain way for a long time. And it's like, it doesn't feel like it's right, or it doesn't feel like it can, or I don't think I should. I don't know. I'm not opening those doors for you. Oh, you little fucker. Oh, sorry. Little fucker. We're going to keep pulling out cards. I don't know. Anybody who ever said that a cat is less work than a dog never had my cat or my dog. No work at all. The dog is no work. Like nothing. Cat? He's so much work. I think he's a bit of a diva. I guess he should. He looks nice. He's high maintenance. Let's say that. The dog is not in any way. Okay. The Five of Swords. This is your energy right now. The Four of Wands. And the King of Wands. Is this overthinking? It feels like overthinking. I don't know. When I look at this in comparison to what the universe is asking of you, like the energy that you're kind of in now, it feels a little bit like overthinking. It's almost like you have a goal, okay? It feels, based on that underline that first came out too, it's like you have a goal, and the most logical way to approach this goal and the most acceptable way to approach this goal, which is probably the best way to garner success for you, is to follow this blueprint. Okay? And so, but it's funny because there's a part of you that, I don't know, feels a little bit off with it. It's almost like you start getting into your own fears here with the moon, or you start, it starts like maybe over-analyzing. Like looking for too many signs. Okay, that's the other thing. Because it can happen. It can totally happen. Where you're looking for a sign in everything. Sometimes the sky's just blue. Or sometimes a cloud just looks like that. You know, like it's like that. Like, don't... If you want to still look at everything like that, that's fine. But don't allow it to dictate your free will. Because this is like just, yeah, just flow, baby. Just your free will. Don't let it dictate your free will. Because it might also feel like, well, there's only one way that this can be done, or there's only one way that I can win. Be fearless and bold. The Eight of Cups. Okay. The Six of Wands. Oh, see? There's the success. Okay, well, what comes next? Oh, the Ace of Cups. Remove your emotional mindset from something here. Because this moon in the deep dive is feeling very emotional to me. But it also feels like that over-analyzing the things going on around you. Like looking so deep into everything. This is like, just do it. Don't even think about... Okay, because, you know, I'm looking at all the little things that the Badger has put on here, right? It's all very unique and interesting. And you might be like, well, I don't know if I should go with those feathers. Because symbolically those feathers mean that, and that's not really who I represent, or that's not what I represent, or how I feel about things. And then you're like, well, there's this flower, and it has yellow, orange, and red in it. And yellow is associated with this, and red is associated with that, and that's not really how I want to associate right now. It's just, do you like the freaking flower? Put it in your hair. Do you like those feathers? Put them on. That's literally what I have going. Like, it's like whatever this emotional energy is that you had, like, move away from it. Move it. Get out of the deep dive. That's what you're being told to do. Get out of the deep dive. Stop looking at everything like it all has meaning. It probably does, but, you know, it's slowing you down. It's going to be like it's slowing you down, or it might be stopping you from doing what you want to do. And it might not even be like traditional in a sense, like, you know, how I described that, like, depending on the certain feathers, they could have a particular meaning. But, you know, here's the other thing. Meanings fluctuate between cultures, and they fluctuate between societies. So you could put something on and say, okay, it represents this, and this is how I identify myself, and this is what I am. And then you go on a trip, and it means the complete opposite in wherever you went. You know, like, don't let it hold you back, because be the one to dare to reach for something that no one else has reached for. And then you're going to have a whole new emotional experience here. Oh, okay. We start with the Page of Wands. What is it like? I'm looking at myself, thinking maybe I need some feathers. Maybe, I don't know. What do I need to do here, right? That's what it's like looking at. Seeing myself. Reflecting on yourself. Oh, but that's funny, right? Time for a deep dive. And it starts off with a very light reflection. And then before you know it, you're just swimming in it. So, okay. It doesn't feel like that. But who was the, what was the, is it like a god or a deity or something that got so enamored with their own reflection? And then it got stuck there. But it's not like that energy of, you know, like self-absorbed or anything. And I'm not, well, it is self-absorbed, but it's not in a negative context. You know, not in like sort of a narcissistic, narcissus, right? Is that? Yeah, the Roman or Greek god or something that was associated with the Narcissus. That's so funny. But it's not like, it doesn't feel like that. It just feels like just staring too long. Looking too long at something. Right? So that's where you start. And then you get the Five of Wands. And the Two of Cups. And the Queen of Wands. It's almost like over-analyzing the conflicts too. How have things been conflictive? How have relationships been conflictive? Don't touch. The Queen of Wands is like, don't touch my fire. Don't touch my fire. I'm working on that. You get burned. You don't know what you're dealing with. Has somebody, I don't know, somebody told you to kind of back off? Or, the way I said that, back off. Somebody told you to back off. Or don't touch it. Because then this feels like this young person trying to reach for it, right? The wand. The fire. The inspiration. I wonder what, I'm going to use the Rider-Waite teeny tiny tarot. It's interesting. I almost reached for the wizards. No, the witch. The witch. Yeah. The witch. Which one? The witch. The moon. Time for a deep dive. This is where you are. You're like, I need to look deeper into things. Jeez. The Five of Cups. Oh, the Nine of Swords. Well, no, then the Emperor came out. Well, it came, oh, and the King of Pentacles. Oh. This is like thinking about, well, the Emperor came out in the reverse. I'm just going to do that. I corrected him, but who am I? What have I done? Or who have I been dealing with? Like, it's just a lot of thinking. But it looks like it's thinking that's driven by circumstantial sadness. It's got that feeling of who am I and what have I done? The Five of Swords. Wow, you got the Five of Swords here. That's like, I'm going to get this. I'm going to win at any cost here. Well, maybe there is a cost here. The Ace of Wands. I need to know. So it's almost like you need to know something at any cost. But could this be wanting to know something, wanting the answer to something, wanting some type of inspiration? And I want to say the cost is probably, the cost here is your own mental health, right? Yeah. The Four of Wands. The High Priestess. I was some comment. What is that phrase? Ignorance is bliss. Just heard that. Ignorance is bliss. Now, that's not always true, but I don't know. It could be for this. It could be like that, right? And just go with it. Just go with it. Be fearless and bold, and just live. Right? When I say ignorance is bliss, maybe it's easier to make decisions when you don't know what all the feathers stand for, or what all the different colors represent, or what the beads on the head mean. Because you just live in the flow. Okay, so the Four of Wands and the High Priestess. Celebrating with the universe. I want the universe to approve. I want to be in alignment with the universe. The King of Wands. The Five of Swords. You could be trying to figure something out about someone, or trying to eliminate something. There could be a little bit of, I don't want to say, like maybe potential copycat here. Just the way this King of Wands and the Five of Swords and the Ace of Wands are kind of playing back and forth with each other. It might be a little bit of like what works for others. Can I get that to work for me? Right? And then again, it is leaning a little bit into that with the Six of Pentacles and the Hierophant. Oh, this is a system that works. This is yes, it's like a system that's worked, or tried and tested. So, okay, let's go into what the universe is asking of you. Be fearless and bold, okay? But maybe I just want to say, because the Nine of Wands came out with that, I almost feels like something's you have at least once or twice or maybe a few times felt kind of shoved back if you stepped out. If you stepped out, you felt put back into place, or like there's a wound here. There's some type of fatigue or long-term struggle associated with being fearless and bold. Being told to get back into place. Be fearless and bold. That's what the universe wants of you. Is asking of you. The Four of Swords, the Page of Cups, and Justice. It's very interesting. I don't know. It could be healing something. Healing the truth. Being honest about the truth. Healing the truth here. What is the truth? Well, that's good. I don't know what the truth is, what this is all about. I don't know. I feel like you've been overanalyzing something to death here. To the point where it almost is like you've looked too deep. You've looked too deep into yourself or some type of situation. And it reminds me sometimes like when I'm doing some readings, and it's like I can do a reading where it's like every answer to any question that I ask, I get more questions. And you could just go forever. Like I've had readings like that where I feel like I just do this reading for 10 hours. Like it would just keep going and going and going. There's a bit of the feeling here of that. And is it trying to get to some sort of truth? Is it trying to understand something about yourself, or trying to understand something about someone else? And honestly, it feels like sometimes you just need to step away. Step away and just... I don't know, there could be an apology associated here with the Page of Cups. Healing something. Yeah. The Nine of Wands. Like, this just feels like this has gone on for too long. Excuse me. The Eight of Wands and the Five of Pentacles. Is it something that you've distanced yourself from? Just go. Just do it. Totally is like the Nike. I'm seeing the Nike switch, which is also interesting because then we're getting another Greek god. Just do it. Eight of Wands. Okay, so here's the other thing. I want to say that I feel like with what the universe is asking you, right, to be fearless and bold, and you got the Nine of Wands there. This honestly, it might feel like, well, if I do that, I'm going to take myself right, I'm going to be right out the door. And if this is something that you want to do, maybe this is something you want to do. You want to go right out the door. Right out the door. How do you do? Oh, that's this is literally an interesting song coming in. 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover, right? Is that it? Slip out the back, Jack. Make a new plan, Stan. Don't need to be coy, Roy. Just get yourself free. Hop on the bus, Gus. Don't need to discuss much. Just drop off the key, Lee, and set yourself free. I'm just looking at this. The Nine of Wands to the Eight of Wands to the Five of Pentacles. Like, I just got to get out of here. I just got to get out of here. I just got to get out of this. Whatever this is. I don't know, it could be a legal situation that you find yourself in. So bold. Or you're worried about a legal situation that you find yourself in. Don't do anything illegal. Okay? The Eight of Cups. Slip out the back, Jack. Make a new plan, Stan. Don't need to be coy, Roy. Just get yourself free. Okay, the Eight of Cups, you've got the Knight of Swords. Wow. Yeah, it's like, get out of here quick. This is a get out quick. Do it quick. Maybe, I don't know, maybe there's something here that you're thinking about. Do I know how to do this? How should I do this? Should I do it this way? Should I do it that way? Or if I do it this way, this could happen. Oh, you're like, so it's kind of this is, I don't know if you've seen Inside Out 2 yet. You got to go see it. If you haven't seen the first one, see it. They're great. They're amazing. Anyway, so the second one, you're always doubtful, right? Can the second one be as good as the first? Oh, it was brilliant. Boy, they brought anxiety right in there. Whole new, like, teenage, new emotions. Anxiety, embarrassment, and boredom. The anxiety one was just like planning. Okay, it made sense at first, you know, like I'm watching it, I'm thinking, yeah, that makes sense. That's kind of true. So she goes to a hockey camp. She's a teenager now, right? Okay, just bear with me. You know the story. She's a teenager now, and on the ride to this hockey camp, and this hockey camp is being hosted by the coach of the high school hockey team. Okay, so she's going to high school. Her and her friends graduated and are going to high school after the summer. It's actually kind of funny because my son is. But he doesn't do hockey. But anyways, so in the ride, she realizes that the friends are holding back something. There's something sitting in the back with her two friends that she's going to hockey camp with. Best friends. They play hockey. They go to class together, everything. And they're like, we're going to a different high school. She's like, what? Going to a different high school. And so it kind of changes everything because now she realizes, well, she feels a little bit betrayed. She feels hurt. She feels sad. She has a ton of emotions coming in with that, right? Because she's going into a whole new experience in her life, and she's not bringing these two friends with her. But they're going to this camp, and she's just learned this as they're entering the camp. So anxiety takes over. So anxiety is introduced, and anxiety is thinking this. And this is the thing about anxiety. At first, it makes sense. It really does. Because anxiety is trying to talk to Joy. Like, Joy's like, no, just go with our friends and have a good time and enjoy it. Anxiety's like, no, listen. These are the kids that you're going to be playing hockey with. We need friends that we're going to have when we go to high school. Like, this is the time to make that impression. You're like, well, it's not wrong. It's not wrong, right? But I feel like that's how anxiety can start. It doesn't seem wrong. But then that just, anxiety took everything, took over everything and put all the base emotions into a bottle. They became suppressed emotions. It's just like, oh my God. Yeah, so that's a little bit like this. A little bit like this. It's just like, just be fearless and bold. Okay? Yeah. All right. The Six of Wands. The Six of Wands. Oh, I gotta make a plan. See, I can see how these cards are going to transform a little bit here for me. The Seven of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. I need the best way to make this work. The best way for this to be perfect, to be great. I don't know. Over planning. Just do it. Make a plan and go with it. Don't keep replanning. That's funny how this came, because that's what anxiety did. It seemed pretty good. It's like, well, I couldn't say it was wrong that, you know, the way that anxiety was spinning it to Joy. Like, well, you know, they're betraying us. We're not going to be playing with them. We're not going to see them next year. And so this is a big opportunity to make some new friends here that we're going to, you know, okay, yeah, okay. But it just, then the replanning just keeps going, because the replanning just keeps going because it's always thinking about scenarios that could happen that honestly never happen. So, and before you know it, you've thought your way right into an anxiety attack. That's exactly what happens. And all the suppressed emotions come flooding through, and then there's a lot to process all at once. The Ace of Cups. The movie's genius. You really should go see it. It's not just for kids. There's no way it's just for kids. The Nine of Wands. The Chariot and the Hermit. You know, I feel like for some of you, you may have, maybe you've been on your own for a while. You've been too self-reflective. This could even be developing a bit of a social anxiety, the way it's showing up. It could be developing a bit of a social anxiety. And it could be circumstantial based on the Five of Cups. That's my circumstantial depression. You're just sad because of a circumstance. It's not like a clinical depression. Something going on in your life, legit, that makes you sad. And there could be something that's gone on here because you have that with the Nine of Swords. Oh, spending too much time thinking. Y'all been spending too much time thinking. Anxiety's taken over the control board in your emotions, in your mind. The base emotions have been suppressed. They've been put in a bottle and sealed up. Yeah, no, you gotta let it flow. Let it flow. Let yourself move forward. Trying to move forward. It almost feels like it's the hardest thing here. Yeah. Just do it. Just go with it. I feel like I needed to read, like, just, okay. The Six of Wands is at the bottom. The Hanged Man in the reverse. Oh, the Devil in the reverse. What is this? The Seven of Cups in the reverse. The Devil in the reverse. The Hanged Man in the reverse. But the Six of Wands is in the upright. I just heard turn that frown upside down. With the Hanged Man in the reverse. You'd be surprised how well that works. I mean, you'll get a bit of a stink eye at first, but then they can't help it. It just happens. But the Seven of Cups with the Devil, both of them in the reverse. This is like all the confusion. I don't know. Maybe you know what you need to know. That's what I would say. You know whatever it is that you need to know. You don't need to psychoanalyze anything anymore. Oh, I feel exhausted after that, to be honest. I'm gonna go do the extended Aquarius. So I'm gonna go do the extended. And what are we going to do there? What are we going to do there? Let's look at the different ways. No. I was going to say, let's look at the different ways we can be fearless and bold. But that's putting too many. No. We're just going to be open. We're going to let it flow. We're just going to let it flow. Whatever Spirit wants to say is what Spirit's going to say to you, okay? That's what we're going to do. Thank you so much, Aquarius. Till next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.